What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. So we just finished a live stream and someone brought up a really good point that I felt like we should definitely do a video on, and definitely give me your opinion on what you think of this topic. And right now I'm going to tell you why I purchased the TRD Pro Tundra. Now, I'm a Tundra enthusiast, so for me, maybe it's a little bit different, but one of the questions that was on the live stream, let me at least give you that first, is why do people purchase the TRD Pro over other trims of the Tundra? When other trims are much cheaper as far as price, and there are incentives and rebates available for those that aren't available for the TRD Pro. And B, is it because of the stamp? Does the stamp have some kind of power over people when they purchase these trucks, these TRD Pros? I'm going to tell you a reason why I would think people want it, and something that kind of did it for me too. Now, there are a lot of people like me in the world that just do not like chrome, okay? And there are a lot of people in this world who don't want to buy a Tundra and have to take all of the chrome off and put on everything body color. So I think Toyota did the right thing when they came out with something along the lines of the TRD Pro Tundra. Now, don't get me wrong, the prices are insane nowadays, but a lot of the TRD Pro Tundras, especially for 2020, they have a lot more features going on the inside as far as your interior features that weren't there in the 15 to 17. But for me, I love the fact that everything is body color and blacked out. Okay, I don't have to take any chrome off of the truck at all. Everything, you know, I have the army green now. Everything's either army green, black. There's little red splashes of TRD that go pretty well with it here and there. So the truck is ready to go as far as the looks are concerned for the consumer who just wants that look. Number two, and this is a big one for me, with the TRD Pro suspension, the truck is leveled out. All right, so it doesn't have that big rake that you see in a lot of the Tundras nowadays, or throughout. It's pretty much all trucks that don't have that kind of a suspension. But the TRD Pro Tundra has that TRD Pro suspension that levels the truck out. It gives it a 1.5 to 2 inch lift over stock, so it has a nice stance to it. The tires definitely need a little bit of love to get that look a lot of people want. But at the end of the day, it has that stance, and it has everything body color and blacked out. So those are two main things for me. Number three, and I was very critical of this, through the years through the years with everything with the trucks. But now in 2019 and 2020, they've really stepped up to the plate with this. It now has the features that are on some of the other trucks. The old TRD Pro was built off of an SR5 platform. Today's TRD Pro is built more off of a limited platform. So you get things like the moonroof, you get things like heated seats, JBL sound system is available in there. So they've started to bring the truck up to the point where if you're going to spend that kind of money on the truck and you're not going to get those rebates or incentives, guess what? We're going to give you some stuff on the inside, because at the end of the day, no matter how you really feel about buying a vehicle, they are crazy expensive. You do want stuff on the inside at some point. Okay, you're going to want that, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the bigger screen, Entune 3.0, the sunroof. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it's there when you want it. It's always good to have things. Maybe you don't use them all the time, but it's there if you ever need it. Heated seats is something in this area that is great. The leather on the inside is great. It has the TRD Pro stitched into it. It just has a really nice, brought up-to-date feel on the inside as it comes to Tundras. I know a lot of you guys out there aren't a big fan of the interior of these trucks. You feel it's outdated and you want to see something new, which you will next gen, model year 2022. But as far as the TRD Pro goes, you're starting to get everything on board for a decent truck when you go to look at it. So when a consumer sees it, they see the body color, because a lot of people out there don't like chrome anymore. So we got the body color, check, all body color and blacked out. Number two, we got the stance. It's a nice leveled look, which a lot of people are liking, that level look over a raked look of yesteryear. So you have those two things going on. And now number three, you have all of the features on the inside that bring it up to par with some of those other middle to high trim Tundras out there. So you get a little bit of everything on, and you get the TRD dual exhaust, which sounds great. It's a really nice package. It is very expensive, but I think there is more to it than just that TRD Pro badge on the side. Don't get me wrong. I like that badge on the side of the bed a lot, but it really comes down to breaking it down and seeing what you get with the package. Now, I know there are some of you out there that absolutely cannot stand the TRD Pro. You feel like it's a waste of money. And I know there are some out there that probably will agree with a lot of the things I say on why you've purchased the TRD Pro over another trim. Another video I made the other day to put everybody, in the same place with this, is I do feel like the TRD Pro could use a couple things here and there. We've always said the TRD models should have a little bit more horsepower than the others to make it something a little bit different. But I'd like to hear your opinion on what you think about this. If you are an owner of a TRD Pro, what was the thing that drew you to the TRD Pro? Are you with me, or do you have some more stuff to add to that? If you are someone who doesn't like the TRD Pro, how do you feel about this? There is a lot of you out there that buy your Tundras to do your own modifications to it, to bring it up to speed with what you want it to be. You're going to take stuff off anyway. So at that point, yeah, you probably wouldn't spend money on a TRD Pro just for that the badge on the back that says TRD Pro. At that point, you're going to probably buy something like an SR5 and then put all the suspension, wheels, tires, all that stuff on it you want. Some of you like to do the interior stuff as well, better stereo system, speakers, all that. So there's going to be a lot of different answers coming to me right now, but what do you think about that as far as consumers? Why do consumers like the TRD Pro, and why do some of you dislike it? So let me know in the comments below, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. Be safe.